What is up, YouTube? I'm making another video fairly quickly. Actually, I just uploaded an earlier one, but not like I just uploaded one not too long ago. I went through all my games, and I went through all these, and all the Super Nintendos, all the GameCube, all the Wii, all the Game Boy, 3DS, DS, Atari, Sega, you know, the whole shitload, PS1, and I've valued everything at what was it? It was like $5,123 or something like that, and that's including all the systems that I own, which are like I have 5 N64s, I have 4 Super NESs, I have a PS2, I have a PS1, I have a Wii, I have a Sega Genesis, I have an Atari with 100 and something games. I have 2 GameCubes. I have 1 Super Nintendo. That's including all the controllers, NES Advantage Max, and then just the regular ones. I don't have the dog bone controller, but I do have the Power Glove, including all the boxed ones, including Mario RPG, Final Fantasy VII. I thought I'd just go through some of the ones they own, and I'll probably say them out loud because you won't be able to see them probably very well. But we'll start off as I have a 90-in-1 cartridge. There's one thing with it, it's not in there. It's right here. It's a fairly big cartridge, but right here in the back, there's this little thing like this, and it needs to get reconnected to this little blob of. To get reconnected, and it's not connected right now. And I don't have the NES top loader right now, and I haven't fixed that NES right now, so I can't just use this and plug it in and try to use it like that. I have to actually get a soldering kit and solder it together. But otherwise, it's still pretty good. And then I have another. This one is a Super Nintendo. It's a Mario All-Stars cartridge. It's not working, so I just took it out. And I made the cartridge into a belt buckle, but I made this just kind of to show the mechanics of the inside of the Super Nintendo. Well, Mario All-Stars anyway. Some of them might be smaller. Like this is an NES one, and this is huge compared to most. I think this is because of all the games that are in it. This one's a very big, huge cartridge. Most are like just that. They're not very big. Maybe that for like an adventure game or something like Zelda. Okay, so I'll go through all the games I own, and I'll go through the boxed ones. I'll go through even some DS games and all the other games. Okay, so I have Mario 3, Tetris, Dr. Mario, Super Mario Bros., the original, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, 2 of them, Castlevania Simon's Quest, Golf, Blades of Steel, Russian Attack 1942, Mission Impossible, Shatterhand, Monsters in My Pocket, Bart versus Space Mutants, Jurassic Park, Roger Clinton's MVP Baseball, Starship Helicopter, Dungeon Magic, Legend of Zelda, the original, Link, Metroid, Contra without the label, Super Contra without the label, which is in my NES right now. Super Contra with the label, Contra. Donkey Kong 3, Mega Man 2 and 3, Baseball, another copy of Golf, Soccer, Gyromite, Volleyball and Match Rider, Simon's Quest, and Mario 3 again, Mario Bros. Mario 1 again, and then the Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, and a Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and Track Meet all in one cartridge. Also have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, the original game, which is definitely not as good as the arcade version. Golf, Fisher Price, I Can Remember, World Cup, All Pro Baseball, Muppets with the manual. Also, All Pro Baseball comes with manual, and Zelda comes with the manual in that little book. I'm selling Zelda as I have one complete in the box, if anybody's interested. I have Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and the original Punch-Out without Mike Tyson. I have Kickmaster, which is actually I didn't even realize was over a $20 game, and that's because it's made by Taito. And if you have any games that's made by Taito, if you can think off the top of your head, check them out because they might be worth a lot. I know Panic Restaurant, some earlier of the games, some of these games made by Taito were worth quite a bit. Bionic Commando, Ninja Gaiden 2, a baseball game again. Big Bird's hide and Seek, Captain Skyhawk, Anticipation, RC Pro-Am, Yoshi Cookie, Silent Service, which kind of looks like Steel Diver for the 3DS. Just the cover just kind of reminds me of that. 8 Eyes, and Demon Sword. Also have an unlicensed game, Skulls and Crossbones, and another one over here, RBI Baseball 2, made by Tengen, which is the most popular unlicensed game. I don't have any unlicensed game for the Super Nintendo, as they only made one, and that was Supernova's Arc 3D. It's a fairly rare game, goes for over $100. Well, on eBay it does. For these ones I have Star Fox Rock and Roll Racing. This one I just looked up on eBay. It's Plocky and Rocky 2, and I played it, and it's actually a really fun game. I don't find it's very difficult. If you find it's difficult, then congratulations. I find it was actually a really fun game, and I just realized that it's worth about $40–50. So, and then of course people are selling them in the box for a lot more. That's pretty much the only one I could find on eBay, but. Super Mario All-Stars, Mario was missing, and I don't have the one for the NES, but I believe it's the same thing, just with this one's better graphics. Yoshi Cookie, Super Mario All-Stars, and Super Mario World in one cartridge. Kirby's Dream Course. This game is a memorable game. I love this game. It's actually a really great game, and if you can make it, like, the best score I've gotten was like 18 out of 18, so I think it was set by my brother, so the best score that my family has got. Bomberman, great game. I don't know about Bomberman 2, I don't own it. I just realized that they even made a Bomberman 2 for Super Nintendo. Final Fantasy 2, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I picked that up for like 50 cents. Mortal Kombat, Final Fight 2, Final Fight 2, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Rock and Roll Racing, Plocky, Mario's Missing are all fairly expensive games. Street Fighter 2, not Turbo, just Street Fighter 2. Mortal Kombat 2, Donkey Kong Country 3, 2 and 1, so 1, 2, and 3. Also for Super Nintendo, I have Top Gear 2, Super Mario World, Kirby's Avalanche, Yoshi Safari, Ken Drift, I don't know, baseball game. I have 2 of those. Demon's Crest, which is a fairly expensive game. Tasmania, Dracula, Indiana Jones, Super Scope 6. I don't even have the scope for that. Space Football, NHL, TKO, a racing World Championship game, Wiz, and California Games 2. Also, another shelf over here, I have Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. Too many ands in that title. Disney's Aladdin, Nickelodeon Our Real Monsters, Killer Instinct, not in the best condition, it's all ripped and stuff. That I actually bought this as a lot with this game in it. This is what I bought the Virtual Boy. I bought a giant lot of like, it was like 20 or 30 Super Nintendo games and 20, 30 NES games. I bought it all for like $90 with the Virtual Boy, so I spent $50 on the Virtual Boy. And I could have picked up a N64 as well for like $10 with Banjo-Tooie and a bunch of others, but I had no other money at the time. So I ended up passing on that, and of course I lent towards the Super Nintendo and NES because it's just what I do. Lion King, Stanley Cup, Dracula, yeah, Stoker's Track, I don't know, The Page Master, Alien 3, Super Off-Road, Wheel of Fortune that's ripped up. Super Alpha Chicken, really good shape. Again, I bought this one with the lot. Battle Clash, which is not really Battle Clash. It's Top Gear 2. I don't know if anybody you guys know why, like, if some games are just worth more because there's not the right cartridge in it, or is it not worth anything because it could have got taken apart and then put a different cartridge in it or something? Like, is it worth more, or how do you know if it's authentic, or if Nintendo actually reprinted a cart? This is number 05. You can't really see it, but it says a little 05. Next one is Super Play Action Football, Super Ghosts and Ghouls, which is stupid because I can't even get like 10 seconds into that game without trying to get over the tombstone or whatever. We're Back, which is a creepy game. I haven't actually played that game in a while, but it is creepy. A fishing game, probably not that great. It's fishing. Fishing is kind of boring just by itself, let alone on a video game. And Ukrainius or whatever. I picked that game up. So, I picked lots of these up with that lot from a while back. I also have Super Mario World 2 copies and baseball. For GameCube, I have Pac-Man World 2, Mario Party 7, Shrek Extra Large, Monopoly Party, which is an awesome game. Some people probably don't like that, but I think it's the best $18 game I've bought. Mario Golf Toadstool, awesome game. Wario Land, awesome game. Star Wars, awesome games. Mario Kart, great. Pikmin 2, fantastic. That was a great game. Super Mario Sunshine, one of my favorites on the console. Zapper, great game. Super Smash Bros., great game. The Zelda Collector's Editions are for sale. No manual, but just the disc. The disc is in perfect shape. Harvest Moon, Luigi's Mansion. It was a really short game. It was kind of disappointing, but it was a very good one. I'm looking forward to the one on the 3DS. Shrek Super Slam, Super Monkey Ball, Sonic Mega Collection, which is up for sale. Super Monkey Ball again, which is up for sale. Super Mario Sunshine, just the case, because the other game we bought 2 because we lost one. Pac-Man Versus and Pac-Man World 2. This one's up for sale with a adapter to connect your Game Boy Advance to the GameCube. I also have a Game Boy Advance, so that might be for sale as well with the whole package. Sonic Colors, which is for sale. The Beatles Rock Band, Super Paper Mario, Tamagotchi Party On, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Galaxy, Kabooie or whatever, Ultimate Board Games, and Rayman. I have more, like I have Zelda Twilight Princess, Super Smash Brothers, Brawl, and some others like Sonic Racing or Sonic Rider Racing for the Wii and stuff, but they're all in a different case, like a DVD case that holds like, I don't know, 50 different DVDs. For boxed Super Nintendo games, I have Dennis the Menace. This is just the box. Oh wait. I guess not. This is hockey, not NHLPA hockey, 93. Tetris Attack, Mickey Mania, Beauty and the Beast, Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. I don't even know what this is. Whatever the shit this is. Spunky's Dangerous Day and Rocco's Modern Lives. Something like that. I think this used to be a TV show of some sort. I can't imagine it being overly desirable. If it is, I don't know. Bonkers, Pitfall, great game. Actually, this was a good game on the PS1. I don't know, lots of people didn't like it, but I like it. Bowling, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which is a great game. I got it for free, along with almost all of these, except for 2. Two of them I actually bought. Zelda, Plock. Plock's a great game. It's not worth a lot. I thought it would be worth quite a bit, and it's not. It's not worth a lot. Hyperzone. This is one of them with the manual. Outlander with the manual. Top Gear. Almost all these box games, unfortunately, they don't have the manual at the moment. The manuals are all packed away. But I'll get the manuals in the book. It's not a big, huge deal. So Outlander and Hyperzone have the manuals and the cartridge and insert, so they're like 75% complete. They don't have like the player's guide and everything, or not the player's guide, but like those little information, like I'll show you in a second. Then we have Top Gear in the box, no manual. We have Final Fantasy 3 in the box. This is one of them that's complete. It's 100% complete. It comes with like a bunch of stuff. Anyway, I already explained that in an earlier video. Super Mario RPG in the box. It's in my console right now. Great game. Again, suggest you pick it up. Othello, Tetris, Zelda Gauntlet, and Dr. Mario all in the box. Final Fantasy 7. Picked up free. Yeah, complete. Great shape. Pac-Man 20th anniversary and Final Fantasy 7. For 64, we have Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, Rampage, Mario Party 3, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Party 1, Star Fox 64, 007, Super Mario 64, Mortal Kombat 4, Zelda holographic card along with this one, Zelda Majora's Mask, Paper Mario, Dr. Mario, Tetris, Super Smash Brothers, and Yoshi Story. And Yoshi Stories, Zelda, Paper Mario, Yoshi Stories, Mario Party 3, Donkey Kong, 007, Wave Race, a couple others have the manual that come with it. The ones over here are Paperboy or whatever. Yeah, Paperboy, Star Fox or Star Wars, a Star Clone or whatever. A wrestling game, Monopoly, Pilot Wings, Let's Get Ready to Rumble 2, another wrestling game, which is the black cartridge, which is probably the best wrestling game on the system. Mickey Mouse Raceway USA, it's nothing compared to Mario Kart. Wave Race, baseball, it's like, I remember this used to be on our floor, and it had something on the back. It was like some sticky, like food or whatever. And I don't even know why. I think it was just because it was left, and we never played it. And I never bothered to clean it up. It was just a game that you never played for the system, so it was just there, and you never touch it. And eventually, I cleaned it off, and I played it, and it wasn't worth playing. It's probably not worth what someone paid for it back in 1990 or whatever. Superman, personally I don't like it, that's why it's on the farther shelf. Hey You Pikachu, oh, I'm begging that AVGN does a video on this. It's like, it's the worst game on the 64, hands down. Top Gear Rally, Virtual Pool, some Olympic game, Extreme G, which is actually a pretty good game, Pokemon Stadium, and Rugrats. It's like a board game kind of thing. For Virtual Boy, I have Mario Tennis, Wario Land, Boxer, Mario Clash, Galactic Pinball, Vertical Force. For Game Boy, I have Pokemon Yellow, 2 copies of Pokemon Blue, Mario Land, Kirby's Dream Land, Zelda DX with manual, Mario Bros. Deluxe, Pikachu, Pokemon Yellow, Pikachu Edition, Super Mario Land 2, Tetris, Pokemon Gold. Just recap my memory here. We have Jungle Book, Spider-Man 2, and a BMX game. We also have Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and this Super Mario Bros. Or the Super Mario World 2, and the original Mario in that Game Boy Advance, and then Ruby and Silver, or Sapphire, or whatever. For Atari, I'm not going to go through the Atari this video. I'm going to go through another one. I have Perfect Dark, Arcade Greatest Hits, and Wheel of Fortune in the box. I also have Earthworm Jim 2, Super Mario World 2, and Toy Story 2 all in the box. So yeah, I think they're all 2s. I think Toy Story is a 2. Let me check. No, just Toy Story. I don't even know if they made a 2. Yeah, so those ones all in the Blockbuster rental case. I also have Zelda Majora's Mask, Zelda Ocarina of Time in this little plastic case, and Mario Kart with the plastic case. I also have Final Fantasy 7 for the PC. I have a 3DS DSi that might be for sale trade, maybe for an NES tester. Wink, wink. Paper Mario manual guide. Then we have Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie. I don't even have the game, but I have this manual. Okay, that's pretty much it for all the console games. Then I have a console in the box. As I said, I have an Atari 2600 in the box. Atari Flashback 2, which is for sale. I have my Virtual Boy. The one thing that I set up here, which I'm going to mention, is I have three huge giant power bars, and they're connecting all these consoles. So right now, all these consoles are connected to my one little TV. So I have my GameCube, my Super Nintendo, my N64, my Sega Genesis, my Atari, my PlayStation 2, and my NES all hooked up to one TV. And that's because they all share, see? And that's the Super Contra that was in my Nintendo. And then I bought this, which allowed me to switch through my N64 and my GameCube, and then there's a switch coming through my Super Nintendo. But let's say I got bored and I wanted to play this game. I'd plug this in, and I plugged an RF switch in, and I'd just play this game over here. And I could do that. I'm in the works of doing that. Also, this, see, I turn this console on. Well, then I can't do anything here. Look, it's not on. But then you just save this and you turn it on, and then perfect. Then you want to play some Atari games, so you turn that on. I believe it's on. No, it's not even on. Anyway, but some overpower each other. Like if I have the Sega going on, I can turn on my Super Nintendo and it'll work. So, and then of course I can always switch the Sega to like channel 4, and then just go up and play some Sega. I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, whatever. I guess channel 4 just sucks balls. No one even uses channel 4. Yep, so that's pretty much it. My PS2's hooked up as well through the audio cables. My NES is hooked up through an RF switch. I can show you in the back, actually, all the RF switches. So I have one RF switch here for Nintendo. I have another one back here. So one's hooked up through my NES, the one's hooked up for my Super NES, and this little box thing that hooks up to this and the GameCube. Not at the same time. And then I have the splitter. Is the Sega Genesis hooked up to the antenna port on the RF switch on the second one, which is hooked, and then the antenna output for this is going to the Atari. And I might put an extra RF switch in there so I can hook up my N64 at the same time, because I have another one in here. That's pretty much. Oh, I have two in here actually. So yeah. So I have an NES for sale. Actually, I have like 4, because I have one there, one there, and one there, and one there. So I have 4. I have 3 for sale, and that one in the box is for sale. Maybe trade for an NES tester. Wink, wink. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my games. Also have Kirby, Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy 12, Mario Kart DS, Art Academy, My French Coast, 100 Classic Books, Civilization Revolution, Super Princess Peach, a knockoff game, Pokemon Pearl, Brain Boost, Pictocross, Brain Age 2, Are You Smarter Than 5th Grader, Super Mario Bros., and Yoshi Island DS. All for the Nintendo DS. Pilot Wings, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Super Street Fighter 4, and Star Fox 64. And then my Sega Genesis and my Atari I'll cover in a different video. They're not really overly like special. Pretty much just the good like playing games. I do have a copy of Atlantis. No, not Atlantis 2. Mortal Kombat 3, and Sonic 2 all in the box. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much all I have. If anybody would like something out of this, I might consider trading. Wink wink for an NES tester or M82 store display unit. I know those things go for a lot, and I'm trying to pick one up along with Rob the Robot and the Famicom. So my plans are really big. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And thanks a lot for watching. And this should be up and running as soon as I can. Thanks a lot. Bye.